and welcome everyone. This is going to be lockdown class number 17. We seem to have slightly slipped a week, so maybe we're actually really week 18 of recording, but we're recording number 17 at the moment. Hope you're all still keeping well. Did have some news from the hall, the evening class, definitely not till September, but watch this space. I've been in contact with the daytime hall and have not come back to me yet, so we'll just keep carrying on as we go for a little while longer. We're going to be working today with Ida and Pingala. We've talked about this before, the different channels that run up the spine. And we'll really be talking about heating postures and cooling postures. Now it's got a bit warmer, it was very warm yesterday. We can work with our practice. So cooling postures generally tend to be forward bending, relaxing kind of postures, which would tie in with Ida, the yin, the dark, subconscious, feminine, the moon, the night. And then heating postures, things like the sun salutes, the chair, the warrior postures. Obviously they're more masculine, the right side, the sun, the day, the yang, the light, warming. Obviously when we talk about feminine and masculine, that's obviously a movable term at the moment. It's just that these are the kind of energies, if you like, that we're working with. So remember, don't work into pain, only do what your body can do. And if any problems, just back away from the postures. Obviously I can't see what you're up to, but yeah, just working within your own frame. Okay, lovely. So we're going to start. So we're going to come down into Shavasana, a lovely relaxing posture. So you can have legs outstretched. If so, your feet flop out to the side. If you've got your knees bent, then knock your knees together so they're sort of resting against each other, so that will open out the lower back. Lovely contact with the floor. Arms away from the body, maybe at least 45-degree angle. Palms up to the ceiling if that's comfortable for you. If that's not comfortable, then just have the hands, palms open, face down, resting on your tummy. Don't have the fingers interlaced, just gently resting. Okay, coming down into your space. Feeling the weight of the body, feeling the earth pressing up beneath you, the floor, the mat, holding your space. And with the support of that earth, of the floor and the mat, just feel your body relaxing down into the space. Taking a nice deep breath in, closing the eyes. Nice gentle breaths. Feeling the tummy rise as you take the in-breath, and as you breathe out, your tummy falls. Breathing in, your tummy rises, and breathing out, your tummy falls. Last one, breathing in, and then breathing out. Just deepening the breath now, taking in that lovely prana, that energy, that life force. We're going to take a nice deep breath in, We're going to bring our hands above our head, pushing along the floor, through the fingertips, then through the legs and through the toes. Point those toes, push, push, push away. Keep breathing. And then toes up to the ceiling, heels push. Keep stretching all the way through the body. Really lovely, long, deep, deep stretch. Breathing in. And then bringing your arms back down by your sides. So bringing that right knee in, clasping that knee round. Clasping the hands, round the knee. And then holding the back of the thigh. Straightening that right leg up towards the ceiling, rotating that right foot 3 times one way and 3 times the other way. Breathing in and then relaxing that leg down straight if you want to work those abs. Just make a note now of the different feeling in the legs, whether one leg might feel longer than the other. Now you've stretched it. So same on the left hand side. Pulling that knee in towards you, clasping round that knee. Lovely stretch all the way up into the small of the back, and then clasping around the back of the thigh. Foot goes up towards the ceiling. Rotate that foot 3 times one way and 3 times the other way. Breathing in and then relaxing that leg down. Both knees in now, one at a time. Just releasing off that lower back, so hugging round the knees. You can bring the head up towards the knees if you want to, just to release the middle and the upper back a little bit. And then rolling over to the right hand side if you've got normal or high blood pressure, to the left if you've got low. Coming up to seated. Okay, so we're going to have the legs crossed. Cross them the opposite way to what you would naturally do. Okay, sitting up nice and tall. We'll carry on with our opening sequence. So, right hand down, left hand up, breathing in, breathing out, over to the side, just gazing forwards, breathing into centre, and then releasing. Breathing in, breathing out, over to the side, breathing into centre, and then down. Okay, same on the first side, breathing in and then breathing out. So this time if you want to, look up past that elbow up towards the ceiling. Lovely, well done Steve. Breathing in, breathing out. Last one, breathing in, looking up past that elbow up towards the ceiling. Lovely stretch down the side, breathing in and then breathing out. Okay, if you've got your legs crossed, cross them the other way. Obviously you don't have to push your legs if you don't want to. So we're going to do the twist. We're going to do the twist and it goes like this. So hands in prayer. So breathing in, hands up. Breathing out, twisting round to the right. Breathing in on the side. And then as you breathe out, just twist round. Breathing into the side. And then breathing out, hands back into prayer. Breathing in. Breathing out, over to the left this time. Breathing in, straightening that spine. And then breathing out, turning to the left. Breathing into centre. And then breathing out. Once more on each side. Breathing in. Breathing out to the side. Breathing in. And then on the out breath, gentle twist round to the rear. Breathing into the side, and then breathing out back to the centre. Breathing in. Breathing out to the side. Breathing in, straighten that spine. Breathing out, gentle twist. Breathing into the side, and then breathing out. I think that's the cat wanting to go out. Just 1 second. There's always something, there's always an animal wants to come in or go out. So come on then, out you go. Go on, out you go, out. Come on. Oh. Doors open.
just don't like that door being shut.
Just being naughty. She's a naughty cat. Right, so legs crossed the other way if you've got them crossed. We'll attempt to keep going. Normally it's the dog, today it's the cat. So remember, sitting up nice and tall. If your legs are outstretched or legs crossed. So shoulders back and down. Shoulder blades nice and flat. So try not to stretch the neck too far forward or too far back. Just gently gazing forward so your ears are over your shoulders. Okay, breathing in, breathing out, coming forward. So gentle forward bend, hands on the floor, let the head fall forward. On the out breath, breathing in centre, and then fingers pointing forwards, pushing up the chest. Don't let that head drop all the way, just look up to the ceiling or gaze forward, breathing into centre. Breathing out forwards. Gentle forward bend to start off with, breathing in and then breathing out. Looking up to the ceiling or gazing forward, breathing in. Okay, lovely, well done. So onto our hands and knees. So hands under shoulders, knees under hips. Any problems with the wrist, remember you can come up onto a fist. So with the thumbs pointing forward, just tucking those thumbs in there. Okay, so just check you're in alignment. So you've got hands under shoulders, knees under hips, and then the feet are parallel in line as well. Are you nice and straight?
Oh.
Lovely. Breathing in, dip the back, look forward. Into the cow. Breathing out, pushing through the arms, head goes back, looking between the legs, pushing the shoulders up, back up, into the cat. Breathing in, dip back, look forward. And then breathing out. Pushing up into the cat, mobilising the spine. Lovely. And then back to neutral. Okay, so we'll do our 3-part downward facing dog. So, nice bent knees this time. First one, so toes under, breathing in. Breathing out. So bottom up, and then keep those knees nice and bent. And then push through the palms. So the back is coming down. The chest is coming down between the arms, or towards the floor rather. Head between the arms. You'd be lucky if you get your chest between the arms. And then knees down, gently sit back. Hands forward. Head down, extended child's pose. Breathing in, coming up. Okay, so toes under. This time I'm going to walk the heels down one at a time. So breathing in, breathing out. Okay, so heels down one at a time, nice and gently. Stretching that Achilles heel, stretching the calf, back of the thigh. Try and breathe in and out through the nose if you can. And then knees down, back on the heels, hands forward, extended child's pose. Releasing off any tension in the shoulders. Just release the hands. Okay, coming up, last time. Downward facing dog. Full posture. Toes under, breathing in, breathing out, bottom up nice and high. So come up onto your toes to start off with and push that tailbone back. Try and keep those arms nice and straight. You can keep a bend in the knee if that's more comfortable. You don't want to overextend the knees back. Just let the heels fall where they want to. Nice, gentle breath. Do as much as you want to. And then from here we're going to come down onto our knees. We're going to bring the right knee forward and we're just going to turn that right foot out slightly and extend that back leg into pigeon. So first of all, up, that's lovely, well done Steve. Okay, so if you want to you can place that push that toe away and have that foot flat. So just go to wherever you want to on this position. So you can either be gazing forward or breathing in and breathing out. Come down onto your forearms. Just gazing down to the mat. So that's quite a strong stretch. So you'll feel it on the outside of the top of the thigh and the hip. Yeah, you okay?
Mm?
Yeah, lovely. Okay, coming up. Straight arms again. And then we're going to move that knee, and then bring that left knee forward and the left foot slightly out to the side. So this will depend on how flexible your knees are. So I have the toes curled under, to start off with. And then flatten the foot. It's a bit stronger on this side for me. And then if you want to, coming down onto the forearms. And just releasing that thigh and that hip. Pigeon pose. Okay, coming up. Back into your tabletop position. So we're going to go up into downward facing dog, and then we're going to come up one vertebra at a time, nice and slowly. Okay, if you want to just come up under your own steam, then now's the time to come up. So toes under, breathing in. Breathing out, bottom up nice and high, into a lovely down dog, and then walk your toes towards your fingertips, and then folding over into a ragdoll, have the knees nice and bent, let everything flow down to the floor. Keep those knees nice and bent, everything flowing into the floor. Head relaxed, just move the head slightly, just to release the head. And then coming up, using the tummy muscles, strengthen the legs. And then the hands all the way up the legs, shoulders, and then head. Till you're up to your final position. Super, well done. Okay, so we're going to work on these heating postures first of all. So it's quite warm in here anyway. We're going to warm up a little bit more, but then we're going to do some cooling postures afterwards. So we're going to do the salutes to the sun. So I think we might just go straight into and attempt to do some classic salutes. So if you want to pause it here and do your own thing, you can either do the earth sequence, modified salutes, or classic salutes, whichever you want to. But I think we're going to do a couple of classic ones just to get the body flowing. Okay, so nice Tadasana position. So feet hip width apart, toes pointing forward. Lovely. Okay, so making sure the hips are in a nice position, hands, arms nice and relaxed, shoulders back and down, gazing forward. Lovely. Breathing in, looking up. Breathing out, coming all the way down. Okay, right leg back, breathe in, into a lunge. Left leg into plank position. Okay, knees, chin, chest. So knees, sit back, push through, try and keep those elbows in, and up into cobra. Breathe out, downward facing dog. Breathing in, right leg forward. Breathe out, left to join it. Breathe in, all the way up. And then breathe out all the way down, hands back into prayer. Lovely, well done. Same on the left side, breathing in. Breathing out, all the way down. Breathing in, left leg back in a lunge. Breathing out, right to join it, and then plank position. Hold that position. Knees, chin, chest. So knees, sit back, push through, into cobra. Toes under, push back into downward facing dog. Breathing out, breathing in, left leg forward. Breathing out, right to join it, feet hip width apart still. Breathing in, all the way up, and then breathing out all the way down, hands back round into prayer. Okay, lovely, well done. Okay, so we're just going to do that one set. Okay, so coming into middle of your mat, we're going to do our chair position. So this is another heating position. We're going to try and do it in a bit of a flow as well. So, nice Tadasana to start off with. Shoulders back and down. Just gazing forwards. Lovely. Okay, so I'm going to do it on the side so you can see the position. So, breathing in. And then breathing out, bending those knees. So you want to be sitting back. So your arms, if they're down here, that's fine. But if you can, working those arms up higher and higher. Sitting down on your chair. So you don't want to be sort of all the way down here. You want to be nice sitting down. Okay, breathing in, straighten the knees, arms go up. Breathing out, arms down. Lovely, breathing in, arms up. Breathing out, sitting down on that chair. So again, trying to get a balance, a nice straight back, arms up. Lovely, well done Steve. Gazing forward, keep breathing. Strengthen those legs. Breathing in, up. Breathing out, down. I'm getting quite warm now, are you?
Yeah.
Right. Last one, breathing in. Breathing out. Final one, sitting down on that chair. Okay, strengthen the legs. Strengthen the thighs. Arms up. Gazing forward. Keep breathing, don't hold your breath. Breathing in, coming up. Breathing out, coming down. Lovely, well done. Okay, so I'm going to move into a Virabhadrasana warrior posture. So, working with the mat long ways either side of your feet, standing in the middle. Nice deep breath in, nice wide stance. Okay, arms out. So remember, looking across the right and then the left, just making sure those arms are nice and straight across the body. So you don't want this arm coming in, you don't want one arm up. Steve's doing semaphore. Now I'm going to just adjust you. So you could get someone in your family, if they're not doing the yoga with you, you could give them a shout and say, can you come and adjust me? Lovely. And then you can still, that's better. That's lovely. So you can still release those shoulders down. Ooh, that's lovely. Arms up. So even a simple posture like this, let's come forward again. That's better. That's lovely, well done. Okay, so release your arms down and relax for a minute. Still got your lovely wide stance. So, right foot to the right, left foot turns in slightly. Remember that line between the heel and the instep. Okay, so those lovely wide arms again. Okay, looking over the right, breathing in. Breathing out, bending that right knee. So another heating posture. So just make sure that knee doesn't go right over the toes. Just keep it just back and pushing back as well. Strengthening both legs. Check your arm position. Looking over the right hand. Keep breathing. Pulling the tummy in and up as well. Breathing in, coming up. Breathing out, coming down. Same on the other side. So both feet turn to the left and then hips back towards the front. Lovely strong arms again. Be aware of those arms. Breathing in, breathing out. Bending the left knee this time. Just coming down. Keep this back leg straight. Looking over the left side. Keep breathing. Breathing in, straightening that knee. And breathing out, releasing down. Can I open that door again? So these are all the heating postures. Okay, so we're going to do that once more on each side. We're going to go into our Virabhadrasana and then we're going to go into our back bend. So nice wide stance, legs out. Going to the right first of all, hips forward, looking over the right hand, breathing in, breathing out, bending that front knee. Okay, so then the left goes onto the back of the thigh, turn the front palm up, breathing in. And if that's as much as you want to do, then stay to the centre. If not, breathe out. Come over slightly into a back bend. Keep both legs really strong and balanced. Looking up to the hand or just gazing forward if you've got any issues with the neck. Breathing in and then breathing out. Breathing in and then out. Lovely, well done. Same on the other side. So breathe in. Breathe out into your Virabhadrasana onto the left this time. So right hand on the thigh, turn the front one up, breathe in and then breathe out. So you can do a slight back bend or you can just stay with the palm up towards the ceiling. Keep this back leg straight, keep that front knee bent, keep breathing. Breathing in, breathing out. Lovely, well done. So we're just going to shuffle our feet towards like each other. And we're just going to do some gentle side to side stretching in our palm tree. So breathing in, arms up. Nice Tadasana feet. So you can have your hands either together in upward namaste, or you can have them just slightly apart, so whichever's best for you. Breathing in, breathing out, gently over to the right. Breathe into centre and then over to the left and then into centre. Once more each side, breathing out over to the left. Breathing into centre and then over, to the right and then to the left. Breathing into centre. Breathing in, up, push, push, push up to the ceiling and then breathing out. Lovely, well done. Okay, so we're going to come into Uttanasana, forward bend. So we're just going to grab a block if you've got one, or a cushion, or you want a swig of water, it's quite warm. Okay, so we're really moving into the cooling postures now. So have your block at its highest. Nice Tadasana feet as usual. Okay, shoulders back and down. Breathing in, looking up. And then breathing out. So the arms go out to the side, coming forward. So your block is on its highest. So just let those elbows come out towards the sides. Just let the head fall through towards the block. Slight bend in the knees, don't keep the knees too straight. And then keep breathing and keep releasing down. So on the in-breath, you feel like a lengthening in the spine. And on the out-breath, the spine folds forward. So just try that one more time. Nice deep breath in. And then releasing down on the out-breath. Lovely. So running the hands along the feet, up the legs, using the tummy muscles, coming up to standing. Lovely. Okay, so block on the next level. Breathing in, looking up, breathing out, coming all the way down. Nice and gently, nice and slowly, cooling postures this time. So hands on the block again, elbows going out to the side. So a couple of breaths. So breathing in softly and lengthening, and breathing out, coming forwards. Keep those knees nice and bent still. And while you're there, you can put the block flat, or you can just have the and just stay in this posture and release down even further. One more breath. And then hands forward slightly, bend your knees, coming down onto the floor. Okay, so we're going to do Ustrasana for camel, another cooling posture. So if you want to place anything underneath your knees, just to help you. If you don't want to kneel up, so we're coming up to kneeling like this. So if you don't want to kneel up in this position, by all means come gently back up to standing, and you can use the arms and just put the hands onto the top of the bottom. Okay, I'll move forward slightly. Okay, so we're going to use the arms in the camel. So have the toes tucked under so the heels are up. Okay, so remember we're going to go over, we're going to hold on to the heel and then back. Okay, so right side first of all, so breathing in, arm up. Looking up if you want to, breathing out, following the hand all the way down to the heel. Touch the heel if you can, or just come to the back. And then breathing in, and then breathing out. Same on the other side, breathing in, breathing out. Nice and gently. Breathing in, and then breathing out. Okay, same on both sides. So first side, breathing in, breathing out. Nice and gently. Breathing in, breathing out. Other side, breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in, and then out. Okay, so if you want to, we can do the right side and then you look back, leave the hand there touching the heel, left one, then come back with both. If that's too strong for you, then just put your hands on the back and just pushing the hips gently forward, not too far, just sort of gaze diagonally up, but don't let the head fall the whole way. Okay, so whichever one you're going to do. Breathing in, breathing out, holding on to the heels, so looking back to the front. Breathing in, breathing out, and then pushing forwards. So touching the heels, pushing forwards. If you've got hands on your heels, make sure you come out one at a time. So nice and gently. One and then two. Okay, lovely. I never, when I'm in that position, when I'm leaning right back on my heels, I don't tend to do my arms because it's too strong on the back. Okay, so we'll try that one more time. We'll do that one more time. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Okay, so pushing the hips forward, just gazing forward in this position, don't look up. And then coming out, just release one side and then the other side. Lovely, well done. Okay, very gently, feet, toes flat, toes pointing away. If you can, sit back towards your heels, hands forward, into extended child's pose. Releasing that lower back, and then if you want to, bring those palms up to the ceiling, down by your feet, into the full child's pose. Just releasing any tension caused in this lower back area. That's lovely, releasing. If you want to, you can put a cushion under the head, put two fists to support the head. Lovely. Lovely cooling posture. So we're going to come down onto our backs now. So I do Jatara Paravriti, the belly twist. So coming over to the, actually I might do it this way, I should be able to see it better. Okay, so coming down, knees bent, feet flat. Just enjoying the feeling of the back nice and flat against the floor to start off with. So arms out to the side. So again, when in Virabhadrasana we were looking at our arm position. So again, look at your arm position. So you can have your palms up towards the ceiling, so the backs of your hands are on the floor, with your palms down, or you can bend at the elbows and have a kind of cactus position. So whichever's best for you. Okay, so I'm going to move down slightly because I'm half on, half off the mat. That's better. Okay, so just going to do a very gentle twist side to side, not moving the head to start off with. So feet flat, hip width apart, breathing in, breathing out, rolling the knees to the to the right. Gazing up to the ceiling still. Breathing into centre and then rolling over to the left. Just waking up the spine. Just a small twisting movements, breathing into centre. Okay, this time we're going to put our feet, knees together, thighs together. Breathing in, breathing out, rolling the knees over to the right. Okay, so you can either look straight up to the ceiling or turn the head to the opposite direction. So knees to the right, head to the left. And just stay in this position. So if you wanted to, if you had a cushion or a block handy, you can put something underneath those knees to support them, and you can just stay a little bit longer and relax into that position. And breathing in, bringing the head up to the centre, knees up to the centre, using those tummy muscles. We're going to go same on the other side, so breathing in and then breathing out, rolling the knees over towards the left this time. Head goes over towards the right. Lovely gentle twist. Again, put the block under your knees or a cushion under your knees if you want to support them a bit more. Just enjoying that twist. So these are lovely cooling postures still. Breathing into centre. Okay, so we're going to do that one more time on each side, and I think we might do a variation actually. So we're going to bend the right knee and put the foot over the other thigh. Does that make sense, Steve? You see what I'm doing?
Bend the right knee.
So bend the right knee and put the right foot
the right foot
onto the left side.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Okay, so breathing in, breathing out. So you're going to move the over to the left, I think. Is that right? Let me have a look at you. Yes, that's right. And then look to the right.
What, so your foot comes down?
So your foot comes down to the floor. That makes sense. Yeah?
Yeah.
So you've got your thigh at the top going over, yeah?
Mm.
Okay, lovely. Keep breathing. Breathing into centre. And then swap the feet. So left foot goes over the right thigh. Breathing in. And then you go down over to the right and look to the left. Is that right? Yeah?
Mm-hmm. It's a lot easier that side.
Is it?
A lot, not a little bit, a lot.
Yeah. Breathing in, coming up to centre. Okay, and then releasing. here. And while we're here, we're just going to stretch the legs out. So I've not got. I'll come and give you a strap, Steve, if you want to.
No, I've got one. Come on.
Okay, so grab your straps. I'll go back to going this one, I think. So, knees bent, feet flat. So we're just going to loop the strap around the right foot, just below the ball of the foot, and straighten that right leg. So you can have that left arm out to the side if you want to. So we're just going to bring that right foot out slightly to the right. Keep that other knee bent still. Try, it helps you balance. Just gently. That's it. Breathing into centre. And then breathing out gently over to the other side. Don't worry if the leg's not completely straight. Just have the belt as long as you want. And then breathing into centre. And then release. Same on the other side. So strap around the left foot just below the ball of the foot. Nice straight leg. So this time the arms are out to the right. So breathing in, breathing out. So left foot goes just a little bit out towards the left. Trying to keep the balance, counterbalance, don't fall over. Breathe into centre. And then breathing out. A little bit over to the right. Breathing into centre. And then bending that knee and release. Well done. So, both knees in one at a time. And then just circles. So start spiralling at the beginning. Small circle, and then just gently make it bigger and bigger. So whichever way you started, make that spiral bigger and bigger. And then come back to rest, and then the opposite way. So whichever way you went first time, go back the other way. So starting at the beginning of your spiral and spiraling out wider and wider. Clockwise and anti-clockwise. And back to centre. So rolling over to the right hand side if you've got normal or high blood pressure. To the left if you've got low. And coming round, going to do the boat. Navasana. Okay, so feet flat, knees bent. So remember with the boat, we're going to keep these shoulders back and down, so shoulder blades nice and flat. And try and keep this back as straight as possible. So it doesn't need to necessarily be straight upright, but it needs to be straight, even if it's on a diagonal. Does that make sense, right? Okay. So, hands underneath the top of the thighs, just by the knees, walking those toes back. Keep those shoulders back and down, and then just releasing the toes. So importantly, don't crunch these shoulders up, those shoulders back and down. Balancing, and then feet down, releasing over the knees. So remember, in the Navasana, the boat, we're working in stages, so just stop at whichever stage you want to. So next stage, you've got your balance, make sure you've got nothing behind you that you're going to roll back into if you lose your balance, and then feet up so the shins are parallel with the mat, pushing away with the toes one at a time. Remember those shoulders back and down, back nice and straight. And then the feet down, relax over the knees. Really use that relaxation to spread the shoulders wide and release any tension in the back. So we're going to hold this time. So we're going to come up and hold. Hands at the side. Shoulders back and down. Back nice and straight. So we're working with a sort of V shape this time, whereas down dog is the inverted V. This is your V shape. Use those tummy muscles to keep you up. Pointing those toes away. Shins and calves parallel to the mat. Lovely. Try and lift your feet up a bit, Steve. That's better. Lovely. And then down. And then releasing over. And then last one, we're going to try and straighten the legs and hold. Okay, so come into your bent leg. And then you can put the feet together, knees together, and straighten the legs. Try and keep those shoulders back and down. And then bending the knees. Releasing over the knees. Lovely, well done. Okay, so lovely heating and cooling sequences there. So we're going to move on to legs on the sofa, or legs up the wall, and we're going to do a half shoulder stand, which is going to be another relaxing and cooling posture. So if you don't want to do shoulder stand, or you don't want to do legs up the wall, then by all means stay in Shavasana and just release and relax. So hips turned up as much as you can. I'll get over sticks out of your way a bit. Okay, so starting off, you've got legs on. So my legs are on the upright 90 degrees, and then my calves are just resting on the sofa. So we'll have the arms away from the body. So that just hits the edge of my mat there. I'm just going to my blanket. That's better. So just something underneath the head if you want to. It's just that where my mat's sitting, that's my head was just on the edge of the mat. Okay, so close the eyes for a second. So this is a lovely inversion. You don't have to do anything in this posture. You can just relax in this posture. It's a lovely posture to do in a sort of cooling, relaxing sequence, sort of about an hour before you go to bed, just to bring the energy down. Obviously you've been out walking all day, and really good for the feet and the legs. Good for knee conditions. Good for varicose veins. Just letting the breath settle down and feeling the breath coming down into the tummy like we did at the beginning of the class. Okay, so if you want to try half shoulder stand, works quite well with the sofa because I've got a leather sofa and it's not slippery. I can put my feet flat and just lift my hips. If you don't want to come into half shoulder stand, then don't. If your legs are up against the wall, have your legs going straight up parallel to the wall with your knees bent. And if you want to, you can take one leg up at a time. Nice and slowly, keeping balance. Working those elbows in at the side as well. So when you're in this position, just looking up to the ceiling or looking at your knees, not moving the head side to side. and then releasing out from your shoulder stand, coming down one vertebra at a time, nice and slow, really slowly. Back into your first position. And then bending the knees to come out. Just rolling over to the right if you've got normal or high blood pressure. To the left if you've got low. Push yourself up with that top arm. Okay, so we're coming into our final practices now. We're going to work with our breath and do the Sitali cooling breath that we did a couple of weeks ago. So if you remember, this is curling the tongue. So coming into a nice seated position, legs outstretched or legs crossed, whichever's good for you. So however you want to be seated, shoulders back and down. So just resting the hands on the knees and just gazing forwards. So with the curling the tongue, the sides of the tongue curl up and you make a little channel. So you breathe in gently and slowly through that channel, and then you close your mouth and breathe out through your nose. Any problems with breathing out through your nose, obviously breathe out through your mouth. Closing the eyes, we're going to do that 5 times. If you can't do that one with the curling of the tongue, you can try and curl the tongue the other way, which doesn't seem to work very well. Or you can breathe in through the teeth. So you make a grin, bare your teeth. And you breathe in through the gaps in your teeth. Again, close the mouth, breathe out through the nose. So we're going to close our eyes. We're going to do it 5 times, nice and slowly. So breathing in. Curling that tongue. Cooling the air. In your own time. Opening the eyes when you're ready. So remember, we can use that cooling breath whenever you need to. So if you feel too hot and bothered, just sit down gently, relax the body, and just do 5 of those nice gentle cooling breaths. Okay, so we're coming down into our relaxation now. So coming down to the floor. Obviously, if you're at home, you could lay on the sofa if you wanted to, if that was more comfortable, or even on your bed. You can have a pillow for your head or a block for your head if you want to. Shavasana, obviously, feet flopping out to the side, arms away from the body, palms up to the ceiling. Or have your knees bent, knees knocking in towards each other. You're going to rest your palms on your tummy, then don't have the fingers touching, just have them gently curled and resting on the tummy. Okay, so we're going to be doing our body scan, and then we'll do some visualization. Okay, so first of all, coming down, focusing on the breath. So feeling the breath in the body, feeling the breath in the tummy, feeling the weight of the body on the floor, And focusing first of all on your toes, balls of the feet, soles of the feet and the heels. Both feet, the right foot and the left foot, completely relaxed. Coming up to the calves, the knees and the thighs. Both legs, the right leg and the left leg, completely relaxed. Moving up to the hips, feeling the hips sinking into the floor. And then feeling the points of contact of the back. So the bottom, the middle of the back, the shoulders, back of the head. The whole of the back of the body, completely relaxed. Coming round to the front of the body now, to the abdomen, the diaphragm, the ribs, chest, lungs, all the internal organs. The whole of the front of the body and the whole of the centre of the body, completely relaxed. Moving across to the palms. Fingers are softly curled, palms are open. The right hand and the left hand completely relaxed. Coming up to the wrists, the forearms, the elbows and the upper arms. Both arms, the right arm and the left arm, completely relaxed. Moving up to the shoulders, the shoulder blades are flat against the floor. All the muscles in the shoulders and the rotator cuff, strong muscles that support the shoulders and run up into the neck. All completely relaxed. If you want to swallow just once to release the throat, you can. And focusing on those strong muscles that support the head. And then coming up into the head itself, the scalp is smooth, the forehead has no frown lines, the eyes are gently closed and the eyelids are completely relaxed, cheeks are smooth. Just release the root of the tongue. This releases the jaw. And then focusing on the nose, the ears and the chin. The whole of the face, the head, the neck, the shoulders, the arms, the hands, chest, centre of the body, the back of the body, the hips, the legs and the feet. The whole of the body completely relaxed. I'd like you to imagine now that you're walking along a deserted beach. The sun is just beginning to set against the sky. The clouds are a dusty white tinged with pink against the setting sun. And the reflection of the sun is shining against the blue of the sea. Imagine walking now along this deserted beach. The sand is cool against your feet. There's a gentle breeze touching your face. And ahead in the distance you can see some green palm trees swaying in the breeze. Near those palm trees you see some boats tied up with nets and baskets, deserted after their work at the end of the day. You decide to go into the sea and you find that it's not cold but it's still warm from the heat of the sun. feet though feel cool and free from sand. You can feel the water whooshing between your toes. You come out of the sea and you begin to walk along the water's edge. You notice some beautiful seashells in the wet sand. You gaze at their beauty and the colours that run through them. As you continue walking, you see ahead a beach chair that's been left from the day. You decide to stop and sit in the chair and face the sea. And as you look out, you're amazed at the red glow of the sun like fire, with its rays shining in all directions, lighting up the sky. And the sea shines with the reflection of this setting sun, like jewels of light across the surface. And as the sun dips lower, you notice it creates a path of golden light, leading directly from the sun to you. As this light engulfs you, you feel all of your burdens falling from you. You feel yourself lighter, filled with tranquility and calmness and peace. And you watch as the sun sinks further and further until it finally disappears. Just noticing how you feel. Notice this sense of peace, calm and relaxation. And know that this is a place you have created for yourself, and you can return to this place whenever you need to. Beginning now to deepen the breath. Start to feel the breath coming back into the tummy. And as you breathe more deeply, your tummy will rise. And as you exhale, your tummy will fall. Just gently starting to wiggle your toes, tense your toes, move your ankles, circle your feet, and then tense and stretch the fingers, wiggling them, making a fist, stretching those fingers out, moving those extremities, bringing the life force back into the body. And then taking a nice deep breath in, bring your arms above your head, pushing those fingertips away from you and those toes away. Really deep, deep stretch, lovely stretch. And then breathing in and pushing those heels away, stretching all the back of the legs, the back of the body, through to the fingertips, really lengthening the whole body. Breathing in. And then breathing out, bringing those arms back down by your side. Bringing that right knee in and clasping that knee in. And then the left knee. And then Making small, gentle movements, releasing off the lower back, side to side, forward and back, little circles. And then when you're ready, rolling over to the right hand side if you've got normal or high blood pressure, to the left if you've got low. If you want to, you can keep your eyes shut and rub the hands together, create some warmth and friction in the hands. And then cupping the hands over the eyes, just enjoying that feeling of warmth and of darkness. Gently opening the eyes into the palms and back into the room. I'm going to finish with 3 arms, so sitting up nice and tall, legs crossed or legs outstretched. Okay, you can have thumb and forefinger together, or 3 fingers pointing away, Chin Mudra. Okay, so we'll have the palms up to the ceiling today. So radiating love and joy, sending out our compassion to the world. Okay, so 3 arms, breathing in. Hands in prayer, opening the eyes. Om Shanti, Namaste, everybody. Thank you for joining me, and we'll see you next time. Thank you.